All right, welcome back to WMA Now with your host Chuck Stevenson. So this weekend is Pancrase 340. It's their 30th anniversary celebration. It is also the first round of their 4-woman Atomweight tournament that's going to end up crowning the first ever Atomweight Queen of Pancrase. Made a video a few months back talking about the participants. They had 3 of the 4 participants decided at the time. They've since named the 4th and have announced the matchups. And this weekend is going to, the first round is going to go down with the final being in March. So just wanted to take a few minutes here to talk about both of these fights, give a little bit of a mini preview. All right, so first up is going to be Zeni, Lady Gogo Juan taking on Sarami, Tano. Juan comes in at 7-5. Tano comes in at 17-14. So experience edge to Sarami. They're both in their 30s. Zeni is riding 2 straight wins since debuting for Pancrase just under a year ago. Most recently she fought in Shudo, picking up a submission win over Irakoga. Takano, on the other hand, she's coming in off of a TKO loss, or knockout loss, to Ayaka Watanabe in Shudo. That was 6 months ago. So around the same time. Might have even been the same. I think that was the same event, actually. She was the Shudo Super Atomweight or Atomweight champion at the time. Now she's going to be making her debut for Pancrase. You might remember Juan fought for one championship for a good while. She went on a bit of a win streak there. Got the Gogo Plata. That's going to be in her highlight reel for the rest of her career. And then she fought Angela Lee and went on like a long losing streak. But she has since moved to Japan and has started to turn her career around. Takano also, she tried to make it in one. She was fighting on, the One Warrior series. And then that came to an end because of COVID. So she went back to Japan and was mostly in Shudo. Had a couple fights in Rizin. And then lost her Shudo title. I look at Takano. She's kind of like an all-around fighter. It's hard for me to pick out what she does really well. Juan is definitely more of a grappler, but she has really, really worked on her striking. She was just picking apart Sayako Fujita on the feet en route to a standing rear naked choke submission. And then I want to say her last fight was a bit of a come from behind submission, but she got Irakoga in, I can't remember what the lock's called. An Imanari choke. It's kind of like it's a variation on a rear naked choke, but it's like almost like a crucifix rear naked. So she's been doing pretty well for herself. The fight takes place in Yokohama, which is where Takano now trains, at the Pancraseism Gym, Yokohama. Juan is at AACC, which is like the #1 gym for ladies in Japan. My pick is going to be Zeni Juan. She doesn't always do great, but she does seem to eke out wins here. So I think she can beat Takano. And Takano, she does have like much more experience than Zeni, but she's also kind of shop-worn. Like, she has a lot of miles at 33 years old. So I'm going to go with Zeni Juan to win this one. Then we have Sayako Fujita taking on vs.May Yamaguchi. This will be Yamaguchi's Pancrase debut. She has almost 40 fights, but has never fought in Pancrase. whereas Fujita has fought mostly for Pancrase. Like, she had her first few fights in Gratchen, but since November of 2019 has been exclusively with Pancrase. She's definitely the promotional favorite here, is Sayako. Sayako comes in at 7-2. Vmma comes in at 21-15-1. Looking at Topology here, Yamaguchi, she's riding a 4-fight win streak. Let me see here. Most recently, dropped a decision to Kana Asakura in Ryzen 7 months ago. Fujita picked up a win recently against a debuting fighter 4 months ago. That was after she got choked out by Zeni Juan just under a year ago. Looking at the age here, May is obviously the much elder fighter, 40 years old to 33 for Sayako. So May Yamaguchi said that if she loses in this tournament, she will retire. But I'm not worried about her losing in the first round here. To me, Sayako is nothing but a front runner. And I was talking with somebody, and he said that she just seems to lack heart, which is kind of like a bit of front runner syndrome too. Like, she's doing good as long as she is completely dominating her opponent. But the moment she is not dominating her opponent, she just falls apart. Granted, she only has 2 losses, but she has been, her opposition has been carefully selected. They've maneuvered her opposition very, very well. I mean, by her 1, 2. In her 6th fight, she was 4-1, and she was taking on someone making their debut. And then her very next fight, she had moved up to 5-1. Her 7th fight, she fought someone who was 1-3-1. May Yamaguchi, maybe 40 years old, almost pushing 41, and she may be on the downslide of her career. I mean, she is on the downslide of her career. But I see no reason why she can't beat Sayako Fujita. I think this should be an easy win for Vmma, who also does a lot of commentary in Japan now for MMA, and does a lot of ring announcing. Like the last Shudo event I watched, Shudo Colors, she was doing the English ring announcing. She's very good at it. She reminds me a lot of a bit of a mix between the crazy Pride Lady Lenny Hart and MC Nara from One Championship. But yeah, I see Vmma picking up the win over Sayako, which means in March we will most likely get a rematch between Zeni Juan and Vmma. Now, these two fought back in June of 2017 in One Championship. Yep, June 30th of 2017 for One Championship. That was in Myanmar. And May picked up a submission win via rear naked choke in the 2nd round. And that was, I think, the 3rd of 5 straight losses for Zeni. And then they fought again in 2019, October of 2019. I believe this one was in Japan, with May picking up a decision that, if I remember correctly, was a very questionable decision. Like, a lot of people were like, whoa, she didn't win that one. But it was in Japan at the time, so surprise, surprise. So that should be a good one. We'll get a trilogy fight with one side having 2 losses, which you don't get very often. Anyway, those are my thoughts. The first round of the Pancrase Atomweight tournament this Sunday, Christmas Eve. It will be on YouTube. You have to be a member of the channel, which is like $15 a month, or maybe even a little bit less than that. If you want join for a month, watch the event, and then don't join again, or, end the membership until March for the final if you want. Almost treat it like a one-time pay-per-view. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you like the vid, please hit that thumbs up button. And while you're at it, go ahead and subscribe to Wmma Scene Now, the best, most complete women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.